rescue operation sparked by a driver who took to the Oban busway tracks. Winter triple threat, flu, RSV and COVID. Now the new at-home test that can detect all three in only 15 minutes. And the fresh call to put a pause on the beer tax. I'm Brenton Raglas. The full story on 9 News tonight at 6.
Ken Hall Plumbers. We're local, we're family, and we're a trusted South Aussie. Blocked drain? Leaky tap? Give Ken a call. Ken Hall Plumbers. 8364 5855.
Shane here from Adelaide Exposed Concrete. My advice to any business that's hit a crossroads where they're finding that they are struggling to create more leads or more interest in their business is to step outside the box and let other people help you. And radio advertising is that. The people here at FIVEAA will help. They understand your business. They understand where your business is going. They listen. They don't just tell. They listen to you, create a plan and put you on a path to maximise your benefits from radio advertising. And that's what's happened with us, and we couldn't be any happier to be a part of the FIVEAA family.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit fiveaa.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link for more information.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to get free installation? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? 2. The largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers and get free installation on your cabinets with laminate benchtops. For a limited time, of course. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
This doesn't sound like a conference. This doesn't sound like a work trip. And this doesn't sound like team building. Because corporate events sound different with Discovery Events, with amazing venues in special places across Australia, including in the Adelaide Hills, Victor Harbour, Ngambie Lakes, Kings Canyon and Rottnest Island. Sound good? Visit discoveryevents.com.au, your destination for premier venues in unique locations across Australia.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain, what a glory.
Talking Adelaide. FIVEAA Food and Wine Show with Chris Jarmer from Jarmer's Kitchen. Thanks to SMEG.
Welcome back to Afternoons on this wet and wintry Friday afternoon. What perfect timing to sit back and listen to the SMEG Food and Wine Show with Chris Jarmer. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jade.
Lovely to see your smiling face. Did you get wet on the way in?
Yes, I did. I didn't get a close car park either, but I snaffled one and then, it wasn't too bad.
They should roll out the red carpet.
I should have done a casserole today because it's
Isn't it?
Cold and...
Perfect slow cooking
Yeah,
meal.
but instead I have something else. But
What are you cooking today?
So today I'm doing an anchovy soldier, which we serve at the restaurant. People love them. So it's a piece of brioche bread, toasted or fried, and then I'm going to make an egg mayonnaise mix. It's a bit like there's a French dish called sauce grabiche. It's very similar to that, which is boiled eggs, finely chopped shallots, herbs, salt, pepper, bound with some mayonnaise. And then we're going to put a nice Italian rizzoli anchovy on top of that.
You'd have to have a couple of mints after eating this, wouldn't you?
Oh no, they're not. We talked about anchovies last week, or the week before when you weren't here, because we did Caesar salad, and these ones are very approachable. Some people, I'm anchovy or I'm anti-anchovy, but you must try these ones. They're really good.
Well, not all anchovies are created equal, are they? There's good ones, and then there's
like
some
anything.
pretty
you can get
cheap
the
and nasty
budget ones, the really hairy ones, and these are the good ones.
So I'll just maybe hold that up for the Foodland live stream. There we go. So where would you find those?
So this is the Italian version, which is the Rizzoli brand in olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. You'd get these places like Mercato or in the Central Market. What's the Italian place there?
Lucia's?
Not Lucia's. Oh, can't think of it. Where they serve the meat. Like any good Italian continental store. Rio Coffee sell them on Osmond Terrace. Otherwise, you've got the Spanish variety, which is the Ortiz, which are really good as well.
Yeah. How do they differ from Spanish to Italian ones?
They're not as... The Ortiz are not as salty, a lot sweeter, and these Rizzoli ones are very similar, but these are probably your top 2 brands that I would recommend.
Nice. Well, let's get cooking.
Okay. So I'm going to boil eggs for 10 minutes until they're hard boiled. So just boiling water, drop your eggs in, 10 minutes in the boiling water.
See, I am the worst at boiling eggs because when I put them in the boiling water, they crack.
It's okay if they crack a little bit, but what you should do is put it on a spoon and then drop it into the water. Don't just drop them from a height because they will crack.
Yep, okay.
And they say if you put a little bit of acid in the water as well, that will help seal up the egg again.
So vinegar or something?
Yeah, it won't go everywhere. So just put the boiled egg, once they're chilled and peeled, put them through a grater.
Does your peel just come off really easily?
Most of the time.
So what is the secret to that then?
I've heard different things like don't put them in boiling water, do put them in... But I bring the water to the boil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of vinegar, and drop the eggs in carefully and then peel them while they're warm, not... So then I tip the water off, put a little bit of cold water on top, and then leave them in the water and start peeling them and washing them in the water as you're peeling.
Okay. Because mine always not always, sometimes it'll peel off and it'll be beautiful. Then other times little bits and the eggs come off and they look like they've been hacked.
So, eggs in here. We only want a little bit of salt because obviously the anchovy has some
Merinos
salt.
At the market.
Merinos, that's it, yep.
Thank you, listener, who just texted in.
Okay, we got some finely chopped chives here.
Is this your Japanese knife?
Yeah,
this one looks mean.
I just heard that new Port Power song. It sounded all right.
Yeah, I'll play it for you. I know that you're a Crows guy, so this will probably make your
My
skin
wife
crawl.
Linda's Port, so, we...
Oh, she loves them, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Here it is.
We're the black, white and blue, and we're gonna...
And black, white, and teal. Yeah, it doesn't have the same
Doesn't
ring.
roll off the tongue so much,
It has
does
a bit
it?
of a Carlton feel to it, doesn't it?
Doesn't it just?
I
I
like
thought the
those.
same thing. I like the traditional, but with a little
Yeah.
bit of a modern version. We're going to do a bit of a snap poll. New or old song? What do you think? 8223 0000. Call in. I do love the new one, though. They're just very different. But if you'd like to call in, we've got a $50 Jammers voucher to give away. Call in and talk to me about club songs in general, AFL club songs. What's your favourite? 8223 0000. We'll take those calls later in the program. Okay, so you've chopped the chives.
Yep, so we're going to fry the brioche now. So I'm just heating up my pan. So in here we would have the salt, pepper, boiled egg, parsley, chives, and we'll bound that with mayonnaise.
Lovely. And we've got Jason who's called in with an egg tip. Hello, Jason.
Hey there, how's it going?
Good, buddy.
You're saying how your eggs tend to crack when you put them in to boil them?
Yes.
A tip that we saw, I heard years ago, was to prick the fat end with a needle before you put them in.
Oh.
Yes, because if they're slightly cracked, it's not a bad thing. That sometimes helps make them peel.
Okay, but that'd have to be super, super sharp. Otherwise you're going to crack the whole thing.
Yeah, just pop it in the fat end. Just pop it, just goes through to the shell, through the inside, and pull it back out again.
Do you do that with every time you boil eggs?
I actually learned that from a movie years ago.
Yeah.
The woman said, a girl who can't boil an egg should not be let alone in the kitchen. Very sexist movie.
Well, I'm going to use that as the excuse for dinner tonight. Sorry, I can't boil eggs. I can't be in the kitchen. You don't get dinner tonight. Thank you, Jason. I'm going to try that. I'll let you know how I go.
Okay.
Bye. Stay on the line. I'm going to send you some Wallace Cinema passes for that little tip. That's very handy.
I'm going to mix this.
Nice. So this is going to be the grubish.
Yes.
Which is that egg mayo combination that sticks it all together.
Yep.
Lovely. So where did you get brioche like that? Because I've always seen brioche buns, but not brioche toast.
We buy brioche loaves from
Yes.
our bread supplier.
Nice.
So you can get some little brioche loaves in the supermarket, I've seen.
Okay.
Otherwise, look, you don't have to use brioche if you go to Baker's Delight and ask for an unsliced, like your traditional square rectangle loaf, and then you can cut it to the size that you want.
Okay. What is brioche anyway? Is it just got a
It's
bit
a French
sweeter?
bread, has a lot more butter, a lot more. It's sweeter.
Yeah, that's why it tastes so good.
So a lot of burger joints, and we use brioche buns now because they're sweeter, softer.
They're really good. Right, so you've just opened the sardines and tipped the oil in.
Yep.
So you're using that oil, not
I'm
not
adding a
fresh
little
oil?
bit of that, just to bound that.
Oh, now we're going to operate. We've got the tweezers
I've
out.
got the tweezers to get my anchovies out. So now we just want to, you can use clarified butter, you can use oil, or you can just toast your brioche. And all we want to do is get a bit of colour on either side of this.
Lovely.
So
Now, I'm just going to ask Jono whether we have our resident taste tester, Rowie, in, because...
I think he's just left the building.
he just left the building.
On his way to Hindmarsh.
Right, okay.
I had to give him directions.
Really?
Yeah, it took him a while. No, I was trying to explain to him the way I come, because I'm on Park Terrace.
Of course you are, you're just around the corner.
Rather than go West Terrace and Port Road,
Yeah.
you go Morfett Street and then War
And come
Memorial.
through. Yeah.
From here.
Yep. Go past the stadium. Or you could go North Adelaide way.
Yeah, North Adelaide. So straight down Grenfell Street, is it Whitmore Square?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you hit the Montefiore, turn left.
That's
at
much
the tennis
quicker.
court. Yeah.
So will you be chock-a-block tonight with everyone going
We've
to
got
the
a
soccer?
few early ones, yep. What time's the game?
Oh, no idea. No clue.
So we've got some nice colour
Siri
on
that.
these here.
Siri, what time's tonight's soccer game on?
So if you were having a coronation party, and I could have made the quiche today, but Pembo beat me to that.
He stole your thunder, didn't he, this
But
morning?
I did give him some pastry for that.
Ah.
So, but these, as a little canapé or a little starter to your dinner party, perfect.
They're very fancy. They look great. So what's happening with the coronation? Are you having a party, or are you celebrating it? Are you a bit of a royal fan, or just going to let it pass?
I don't mind. I don't mind the royals. Prince Charles, before he was king, actually visited us at Bowden.
That's right.
Because his foundation, along with the Defence Housing Australia, they built some apartments just next door to the restaurant there. And back when my function room was the sales centre, they had a function there, and we had all the bobbies, and they shut down the restaurant. And at first the police said, "Oh, no one in, no one out once he's here." But then I spoke to the English security guard, and they said, "No, it's all fine. Just business as usual. Once we've done the sweep, it's all good." And then I had the kids were quite young at the time, because that would have been about 5 years ago, or more, when he was down. And so Charlotte wrote a card for Charlotte, his granddaughter.
Oh, gorgeous.
And handed it to him, and he took it, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll give that to her." So whether he probably got 100 cards or more on that trip. So yeah.
You do wonder what happens with those, don't
Yeah,
you?
teddy bears and cards and flowers.
I know. I think our Prime Minister gave Prince William some lamingtons.
Yeah, he said he bought them at a restaurant down the road or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I don't
couldn't
think
he? I'm sure he could have taken some
Kytons
bakery ones. Yeah, all the way from South Australia.
I agree.
So
I doubt that he would have tried them, though. You can't give people like that food, can you? Your security just wouldn't let them.
nah,
They wouldn't let them eat it, just in case.
a little stuffed kangaroo or something. So we're going to put some of this egg mix on our brioche.
Oh,
Now,
Marion,
I'm
sorry.
using a disposable piping bag. So I'm sure you can find these in the supermarket, or you could just spoon it on if you don't have a little piping bag.
And so that doesn't have the sardine in it. You pop that on the
No.
top. This is just your egg mix.
Yeah, this is the egg mix. It's a bit like tea sandwiches. If you had
I love
curried
egg
egg sandwiches,
Yeah.
they're really good.
Do you use that curry in the orange? What's it? Keen's? Is it Keen's?
Yes, yeah. If I'm doing curried egg sandwiches, I would definitely use it like a yellow Keen's or yellow curry powder. And I normally fry the curry powder with a little bit of finely chopped shallots as well. A little bit of oil, cook that down, and then add that to the boiled egg, mayonnaise, and fresh parsley.
Oh, so yours are always that next level. All right, now we've got the operating tweezers out.
So, now we just want one anchovy.
Oh, so you don't need to flavour them at all, because if you buy the good quality, it's all the taste's already there.
You going to try one?
No. You know how I am with
Yes.
fish. Do you know what, though? Jono's going to come in. He's going to be our taste tester today. Producer Jono. So jump on the mic, Jono.
Actually, I had speaking of Port Power, Dominic Cassisi was in the restaurant today for a function. I had an Italian themed function out the back today.
Yeah.
Too much food always, but they had seafood pasta aiolio bianco, so with vongole, bugs, prawns. So what I did is I chopped up some anchovies, fried that with the garlic and lots of olive oil, then threw in the vongole, the cockles, prawns, bugs, plenty of olive oil, a little bit of pepper, and then threw in the spaghetti.
They say vongole is really, really hard to make.
It's just, to make a lot, you need a big hot pan.
Yeah.
To make a small, as long as you got a hot pan and you're frying it really quick, throw in your white wine, put a lid on top. As soon as they're opened up, they don't take long to cook. Have your pasta. I like to cook my pasta once on. So you got to sort of time it if you don't want your pasta to overcook.
Yes.
7 minutes on the pasta. Throw it in. More olive oil, lots of fresh parsley, and it's beautiful.
Well, no, not for me, because I'm not a seafood lover, but my husband absolutely loves that. Okie doke, here we go. We've got taste tested Jono in
Hello,
the
Jade.
studio.
Chris, looks lovely.
Hello. Have we got you on the mic? Just press on for all of them. Okay, you're on.
Hello, everyone. I'll just say both. Hello, everyone, on the FIVEAA live stream. Look, I'm feeling pretty English. Have a look at this.
Yeah,
Should we
this
start?
is perfect coronation food.
I feel like a 10-pound pom. I don't know. I feel like we should start. Like, you're right, Chris. I'd love to try.
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
No, I'm good, thanks. All right. Sorry to everyone I just offended, but I'll try this.
Now, Rowie
lovely.
tends just to sit there quietly and just eats
Okay.
the whole
He
lot,
eats the
doesn't
whole
he?
lot.
That's
the
for you
whole
to tell
lot.
me to shut up.
Now,
Nice.
you have brought in a really beautiful, a really pretty-looking bottle. This actually reminds me of blue lemonade from Mount Gambier, but it's in a fancy champagne bottle.
Okay, so one of my reps from Pernod Ricard came in with this week. If I'm right, so I don't know if anyone remembers a famous champagne Ace of Spades that the rappers used to all promote, and
No.
I think it was Armand de Brignac, super expensive. Like I'm
Okay.
talking $200-300 a bottle or more.
Oh, wow.
There was a pink shiny one, a gold shiny one, and a silver one. Mm-hmm. And it was like you'd see them in their videos or their music clips.
Spraying
so the people that released that, they went on and sold that brand. They've released this range of sparkling. It's from France, but because it's not from Champagne, they can't call it champagne. But it is from France. So,
Okay, so it's going to taste like champagne, but...
and it's really uber cool, the label. There's a white one, there's a black one, which is the rosé, there's a Blanc de Blanc one. And this one is... it looks blue, so I don't know whether the bottle's blue or... And I haven't even tried it, so we're going to try it
All right,
today.
let's do it. I'm excited. This looks so pretty. This is summer. This is screams summer to me.
Yeah.
Meantime, let's go back to producer
Hi, everybody.
Jono.
This is elite. Very nice.
Yeah, what are the flavours coming out, the textures? Talk us through it.
I don't know if I'm going to give you that in depth. I don't think Rowie would give you that much depth, would he?
No, he makes it up.
Okay, I'll make it up. No, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's blue champagne.
It is blue.
Are we all going to be hyperactive after this? Like having
You
a
wanna
red
try that?
lemonade at the pub?
I'm not even sure if it...
You better try that. I look
Look
underage.
at that. I'm going to hold that up for the Foodland. What are you saying? That I look like an old bag?
So, any of you that love coloured drinks, and I love
Oh,
coloured drinks.
smell that. That's tutti frutti.
Yeah, so it's... Let me see if I can pronounce it. It's called Bleu, which is blue in French, and it's Bel Air, limited edition.
Oh, wow.
What's it try?
Tastes like sparkling with cordial in it.
Tastes like, Gatorade, but
It does. Fizzy Gatorade.
that's not bad.
That'd
I reckon
catch up on
if
you.
Lee Forrest drank, he'd like this.
Yes, we could fool him.
Because he loves a blue milkshake, Blue Moon.
Oh, of course he does. More colouring and preservatives, the better. That is something very unusual that I've never ever tried. I've never had that taste like that before.
No.
I wasn't expecting that. Anyway,
I reckon the young ones will love that.
I think the young ones will love that.
Get that in for the 21st.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in. And we've often spoken about how the Queen loved her cucumber sandwiches. Yep. This dish here, the anchovy soldiers, would be just perfect tomorrow as well. And scones, the quiche that you said.
So what time will it be here?
Look, I think telecasts kick off around 4 o'clock, but I think the real pageantry and pompery kicks off around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, perfect for a pre-dinner snack or like an afternoon tea type arrangement if you're going to be having some tea sandwiches, some quiche, and some scones after, or scones, whatever you like to call them.
We have to call them scones.
Scones.
Just for now. Thanks for coming in.
No worries.
That was Chris Jarmer. All thanks to Smeg, your where you need to go when you need to renovate, you need some new appliances. Head down to their fantastic showroom. The full range is on display. Have a great weekend. I hope your Crows boys get up.
Me too. It'll be nice to win down at Geelong.
Wouldn't it just? Is the family taking you to the Port game on Sunday? Port Essendon on Sunday?
No, Tommy's playing footy. So even Linda can't go. She's spewing.
Well, go, Tommy. We're going to take a short break. On the other side, we are heading to the UK to get all the latest on the coronation and, of course, our whip around, all the fun things that we can get up to on the weekend for What's On. We'll be back soon.
Hi, Katie Bridges here, Market Lead at FIVEAA. The Vinnie's CEO Sleep Out is back, June 22nd at the home of tennis in SA, The Drive. 2023 will mark my third time sleeping out. I keep coming back to the Vinnie's CEO Sleep Out because everyone deserves a safe place to call home, and I know the funds we raise are in good hands with Vinnie's. If you're a business or community leader who cares about our community like I do, don't drop the ball. Sign up now at ceosleepout.org.au.
Roll up to Sky City's mesmerising carousel of dreams. Free live entertainment and nightly delights, a cavalcade of performers, gastronomical delights, and a 10k giveaway with the Ferris Wheel of Fortune Saturday nights. Just print your free tickets each day, place them in the barrel, and be there for the draw and a chance at 10 grand. Additional cash prizes are up for grabs, plus overnight stays at EOS by Sky City. Sky City's Carousel of Dreams, tonight and every Friday and Saturday night, April 21 to May 27. T's and C's apply. Visit skycityadelaide.com.au. Licence number T23310.
Now, you'd think that you can rely on a pest inspector to find and remove pests.
Absolutely. They'd have to be able to find them and kill them.
Well, unfortunately, there are some pest inspectors that can identify them, but they have to fob you off to another guy to kill them.
Not so at Pest Inspect Australia. Pest Inspect Australia are not only licensed to carry out pest inspections, they can take care of all your pest control needs.
They're licensed to find them and kill them. Go to pestinspectaustralia.com.au.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
David Bruce with the latest news headlines. The federal opposition says Labor needs to cut its spending in Tuesday's budget to help bring down inflation. A national net zero authority will be created to oversee Australia's transition to a green economy. There's been another mass shooting in Serbia. Several people are reported to have been killed when a gunman fired from a moving car. And a big game of footy tonight at Marvel Stadium, Carlton versus the Brisbane Lions. The 5AA forecast showers at a top of 15 tomorrow. Currently, it's 14. More news at 4 and as it happens on 5AA.
If you're a gardener, then you know the first place you want to be is in your garden. The second is a garden grove, sipping a really good coffee while you tuck into a scrumptious breakfast. Or sipping a glass of wine and chatting over the chef's special. Because the thing about Garden Grove is, it's not just the garden centre that's amazing. So is the cafe.
Garden Grove, the garden that I want.
gardengrove.com.au. Golden Grove.
New and life-changing medications don't make it to market because of magic. It's because of everyday people contributing to medical research. Participate in CM4721 at CMAX in the Adelaide CBD. The trial requires healthy volunteers aged 18 to 55 who are not on any medications to stay at the facility for 16 nights and attend one follow-up visit. All participants are compensated upon completion of the trial. Visit cmax.com.au. That's cmax.com.au.
I'm here at Cherry Glen Osmond to take a test drive of the car that everyone is raving about, the Cherry Motor 5. Oh, these seats are so comfortable, and the state-of-the-art tech is worthy of a car 3 times its price, and almost every function of the vehicle can be controlled by voice. Check this out. Cherry, turn on the seat heating.
Sure, I'll turn on seat heating for all areas.
Book yourself a test drive of this incredible Motor 5 from 33k drive away. Visit gocherry.com.au.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance and peace of mind. Farrell and O'Neill offer creative guidance and advice to tailor a service that best honours your loved one. Whether a large gathering or a small, intimate service, Farrell and O'Neill share their generations of experience in tailoring a unique and meaningful farewell. Proudly SA family-owned and operated, because it's personal.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to not deal with organising all the trades? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? 2, the largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers. Plus, we can manage the installation and all sub-trades at a fixed price. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
You're such a loser.
Over 340,000 school kids will be bullied this year and won't tell anyone.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
With a 24-hour support line, anti-bullying school workshops and online resources, Dolly's Dream will help as many kids as possible. But they need your support. Donate to Dolly's Dream at doitfordollyday.org.au to help break the silence around bullying.
Look around your house and yard. If you see old tools, broken bike frames, an old fridge and even that old car, don't look at it as junk, look at it as dollar signs. At Nor Metals, our priority is to give you the best value for your scrap metal disposal. We offer cash for scrap Monday to Friday and Saturday mornings for a range of different steel supplies and car components, including bodies and radiators. Get cash for your scrap at Nor Metals, 255 Grand Junction Road, Ottaway.
A lot of shopping centres are the same. Same predictable shops, same food options. But if you want something new, check out Newton Central. Grab a coffee at JD Brew or a bite at Java Lifestyle Coffee and Tea, or dine at Delano's Risotto and Pasta Bar. It's the kind of centre where you can get some retail therapy, do the weekly shop, or just relax. Want something new in your life? Choose a new local. Choose Newton Central, Gorge Road, Newton.
Very, very exciting. King Charles III will be formally crowned this weekend, the King, King Charles. And I tell you what, there are a lot of people getting very, very excited. A lot of people having parties around Adelaide, pubs, clubs, restaurants, having high tea. The pomp and pageantry is alive and well. Let's head over to the UK where we talk now with News Corp's Lexi Cartwright. Lexi, thanks for joining us. Good afternoon, our time. Good morning, your time.
Yes, good morning, Jade. Thanks for having me. As you mentioned, there is a real carnival atmosphere here in London. It was definitely an exciting day on Thursday. I actually stumbled upon Kate and William, would you believe? They surprised a local pub in Soho, the Dog and Duck, and not many people were expecting them to be there. The palace didn't put out a statement or a notice, so a lot of people just stumbled upon them, myself included. The street was all cordoned off, the aides arrived, there was a helicopter surveying, so I think we realised that something pretty special was happening, and then they just arrived and people went crazy. I even got a little cheeky wave from Kate, which I'm still buzzing about. And look, the Whalers haven't been to Australia in almost a decade, so it was so surreal to see them in action so close to the coronation. They were visiting the pub to support the hospitality industry, which, you know, as you mentioned, is coming alive for the coronation. They were pouring beers, they were chatting to local publicans, and then they met with the hundreds of fans who had gathered to see them. As for what they were talking about, they were a little bit worried about the weather on Coronation Day, which is looking, you know, by London standards, a little bit shifty, but they were just super excited. I scouted a woman with an Aussie flag, actually, who had talked to Kate for quite some time, and she said it was the best day of her life. So it certainly was a nice little teaser for the people of London with the coronation coming up on Saturday.
Oh, how magic. And have you been a part of seeing any rehearsals or hearing any more guests that will be there, any acts? What are we hearing on the ground over there?
Yeah, well, look, on the ground, obviously on the serious side of things, the security presence is major. We had an incident earlier in the week at the Palace where a man was arrested, and, you know, something like that certainly puts officials on high alert. And it is a reminder that while an event like this is so exciting and historic, as you mentioned, it's also bringing about 100 dignitaries to the city, as well as about an estimated 1.2 million people on Saturday. So with the eyes of the world on an event like this, it is unfortunately very high risk, and that is, you know, evident with the police presence. It's honestly everywhere. There's so much movement here. But of course, on top of all that is just this exciting atmosphere. As you mentioned, there's coronation rehearsals that have been taking place every night. So there was about 7,000 personnel who gathered on the Mall, which is, you know, the long stretch of road between the Palace and Trafalgar Square. And there's music and there's guards, and they have the Diamond Jubilee carriage. So it's been pretty cool to see what it's going to look like on the day. And across the city, it's just humming. All the stores have Union Jacks flying, and they're marking the coronation in their own ways. I even walked past a little tea shop which had cutouts of Charles and Camilla just drinking tea at the tables. There's red and blue roses everywhere. There's music. Everyone is selling coronation merch. You best believe I got myself a coronation mug, which I'm currently having tea from right now.
Good.
And there's also campers. Campers have been camping out for a week already down at the Palace. They've got their sandwiches. They want to see the royals up close, obviously, but what's been interesting and what they've all shared is they just love the build-up. It's a bit like the build-up to Christmas. They love the buzzing atmosphere. They love talking to people. They love sharing in this moment. So I'm really pinching myself to watch it all unfold. I don't think words can do justice just how much the city is sparkling. And, you know, it's only going to get more exciting from today. British people really like to meet a big moment as it happens. And obviously locals have been working all week. So come 5 p.m. today, you better believe those pubs will be spilling out ahead of the coronation tomorrow.
Oh, Lexi, you've got us all excited. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, Jade. Anytime. Enjoy.
Oh, you too. I'm a little bit jealous now. And you can read more of Lexi's coronation updates in the Advertiser and also online at adelaidenow.com.au. But the Royals, no one does it better with the pomp and pageantry, the tradition. It is going to be just magic, isn't it? How's this, though? I've just come across a story. The Prime Minister, so he met with Prince William and gave him some lamingtons. But the word on the street is that he's just committed the worst etiquette faux pas ever by re-gifting Prince William a box of lamingtons. Apparently, our Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister, he was gifted them earlier in the day by a business just an hour before. So he's been given them by a business, and then he's gone to meet with Prince William, and maybe it's a coincidence, maybe it's not, but he's given him a box of lamingtons as well. Oh no, that is the best re-gifting story I reckon I have ever heard. What have you been re-gifted? 8223 0000.
Every 30 minutes, one Australian loses their life to heart disease. But it takes less than 30 minutes to know your risk. With Heart Week happening now until the 7th of May, you can take 3 simple steps to keep your heart healthy. Get your blood pressure measured, go online to calculate your heart age, or book a heart health check with your GP. Learn more today at heartfoundation.org.au/heartweek.
How does a wonky shopping trolley sound?
Sounds pretty wonky.
How does 5% off your groceries at Drake sound?
That sounds pretty good.
Get more in your trolley for less. Scan your RAA card at Drake supermarkets this month and save 5%. It's another way RAA is helping South Aussies every day to
Keep on moving on.
T's and C's apply. Available from RAA. 5% of your groceries at Drake's also applies if you're using a basket instead of a trolley.
We haven't heard from James Wallace for a couple of months and thought maybe he was enjoying his store in the Barossa too much. It turns out he's been busy down south. Wallace has just opened in Victor Harbour and it looks absolutely amazing. Imagine all the style and beauty of their furniture and homewares with a warm, rustic coastal setting. It's a perfect place to browse, shop and stay for a coffee from their new in-house cafe. There'll be some crazy offers in their furniture range, and I'm sure Rachel has some great fragrance offers too, like items from $3.95. Their grand opening catalogue is out now across all 4 Wallace stores, Mount Barker, Richmond, Tanunda and the brand new store in Victor Harbour.
I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
The new Kia Seltos. That's what's poppin'. And yeah, it's got options. The new Kia Seltos. The word is out.
Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Australia, now is the best time to enjoy Aussie fresh fruit and veg.
Right now,